I got my Amazon order and I want to start with this because I'm most excited for this. This is like an essential oil diffuser, and this is like something that I do need because I suffer with bad allergies, and I just need the environment in my home to be clean, like in the air. And also I want it to smell good, so that's why I picked up these essential oils. I am a big fan of pumpkin spice. So when I saw that they have like pumpkin spice and cinnamon and like the holiday scent, I was like, yes. So I got that, and then I got the premium essential oils that goes, you know, when you order on Amazon, it kind of pairs it like plus and this, and it'll equal that. So that's why I got this as well. So this has like about 5 to 6 essential oils. And I also got me this Now Solutions apricot oil, 100% pure moisturizing oil. I needed this for my hair, and I've seen a couple of YouTube videos of these girls trying this out in their deep conditioning process. So I also ordered the almond oil because I heard that's really good as well to add into your deep conditioning creams and everything. So I got this as well. And then the last thing I got is this wig. And I know it's so random because I don't wear wigs, but you know, I'm trying to go into I'm transitioning, so I needed something that like I don't want to straighten my hair. It's not that I'm scared to, I just don't want to straighten my hair right now since I'm in transition, and I want my hair to go back to curly, like fully curly. So I got me this wig from Charisma, and this is in the color, I believe, in like a dark brown. So I got dark brown, and this was so affordable. This was like less than $20. So I wanted to get like this wig that is gonna be like for, you know how you could just wear a hat and, you know, just have the wig out and people won't even notice that it's a wig. So, you know, if not like a bandana since it's hot, or see if I can like really work with this and do the whole parting and everything, make it look real. Because if that's the case, I'll wear it from time to time and also my videos because it's just easier instead of having to do my makeup and then my hair, and that's like a whole nother process. And then like I come back to the video and then do my outro. So I just wanted to get this, and I placed another order on Amazon, and I placed two more wigs, one long black hair and one short bob black hair. So let's see how that turns out because I wanted something that was going to be like realistic. You know, some people love wearing colorful wigs, and I understand that because it's like you don't want to dye it, so you rather get the wig. I'm not at that point yet. I have a purple wig and I didn't know how to feel about it. I like it, but it's just not something I would wear all the time. And I need to trim it anyways. So I wanted to just start off safe with something that's cheap and something that I can wear every day. So I'll show you in a future video about this, or like I'm gonna do a whole video on my beauty channel on like the 3 wigs that I have purchased online that are cheap. So I'm going to set this up and let's see if it smells good and it smells all over the house, at least in the room, you know. So I'm going to show you guys now. Alright, look how this looks. And the crazy thing is I could already smell it. I added the lavender. I'm going to show you the drops, the oil. You see? I added this and it smells good already. Oh my god. And I put it on red because I want it to be continuous. But it smells so good. And my cats are freaking out right now. they don't understand what this is. So I'm recording on my phone, and this is like the first time, no, not even the second time that I show my face on camera on my vlogging channel. It's so weird, like, to show your face on a vlogging video, but it's easy for me to show my face on camera when it comes to makeup tutorials. But I have no makeup on. I'm sweaty as hot in my house, and like the AC, it works, but I don't want to have to be turning the AC on all the time because that is like the most that takes up the power in our home. So when we get the electric bill, it's like super high, like 89 to $90 when we usually pay about at least $40. And usually when my husband's in a field, it's not as much usage in the house because if he's gone for like a month, for example, like it doesn't go up and shoot up real high like that. So, but I'm like really oily. I have to blot, but I don't care right now because I've been feeling a little depressed because so I did mention this a couple of times on my Instagram and in my stories that the kittens, they had surgery. They got spayed, and the one thing that they didn't do was offer us an e-collar because that's what I'm used to, and I think that's something that is a must, like it doesn't matter what animal it is. And we didn't get an e-collar, so I assumed like the kittens weren't going to mess with it, but they're cats, they're going to lick themselves, especially when it's in the healing process, it starts to itch. So maybe like 4 or 5 days later, that's when Zoe, she was licking her wound so much, and it was just like, I was trying to really like watch her, but she'll hide somewhere and start licking, and she hides in the places that I can't reach her. And sometimes I'm not always home. Like in the first few days, my husband and I would take both of them in a kennel and we would just take them everywhere. Like if I had to go food shopping, he'll wait in a car with them with the AC on, and they love to be together because they're sisters. They came from the same litter, so they love to be together. They snuggle up with each other, they lick each other, they bathe each other, everything. So they're just so used to having each other, and don't mind that. Like, I just stacked that up because it's just too hot to have all of that on the couch, and I just want to lay here and relax and enjoy the mist. I turned it off because is that oil is so strong, but that's besides like, the story. So, long story short, her stitches opened up. Like usually they'll have like 3 layers inside the cat, and she was already going on to the third, part where like the inside, like she already opened up the first 2 layers of her skin, and it was so bad. Like you could see the pus and everything. So it was just really bad. And the thing about the vet hospital that I usually go to, it's a hospital, but it's also a place where like you can make appointments and they do checkups and stuff like that. So it's like a clinic slash hospital, and they close on the weekend, which I think that's something they need to change because I've tried different ones. Like the last one I went to for Chloe, they charged me an arm and a leg. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? That's so expensive just for like, some IV fluids and an x-ray. I was like, that is freaking expensive. The one I go to, they don't charge you that much. They are really good. They have like a small staff. Like they all focus on the animal, and they they already did Julie's surgery, so I'm so used to going there, and they did a great job. They called out the fact that she had like an umbilical cord to like it was knotted, so they unknotted, they fixed it, they straightened it out, and she's fine. She's healthy now. And she's been going there since she was like 5, 6 months old. So just literally the same age as the kittens. But the kittens started going there since they were at least a month old or two because we got them when they were like so little. So, I'm just like they are very sweet. I know some of the staff, and it's not like one of those hospitals where you got to wait so long just to be called and for them to see the animal. It's not like that. So what I'm trying to say is that so they told me that they have to reopen up Zoe and clean out that infection. So she has an infection, she had an infection, and Chloe, hers is not open but it's swollen. Usually like within a week it should be fine. It shouldn't look that red. And it was like a little bit of like a slight infect. You could see that it's infected. And they both have a habit of licking themselves, but Zoe will go to town with hers. Like, one little thing she starts biting herself or like licking. And Chloe just, she's not that much of a licker when it comes to her body. Like, when I mean by that, like licking her stitches and stuff, but she'll lick anything else. Like, she'll lick people's hands and your arm, your toe. Like, she's a sweetheart. They both are. Like, but Chloe is like that one cat that you know she's not gonna bite you. She is so sweet. She greets you. And Zoe is like, she's the same, but she's cautious. She's like that sister, like, I don't know. But then you got that one sister that's naive. That's Chloe. So what I'm trying to say is that I was just upset because they was trying to charge us all this money. I thought it was like $500, but it wasn't, because I had a talk with the doctor today. What they were saying, they want to keep Zoe at the clinic for a week, but they're not going to charge us for that, which is thank God, because that can run really expensive. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy that, they're willing to do that and monitor her. And they did the same thing for Chloe. They put e-collars on them. And I hope, like, I hope I'm not like covering the mic and you guys can hear me, because this is my phone. And the thing with the Sony camera is that camera, it doesn't have a flip screen. Like, some people have the Canon, no, what is it? The Sony or the Canon something with the 70. It's like one of those vlogger cameras that's like the best in the market for vlogging. But I have my phone. I could use my phone and I could just export it out of my phone into the computer and import it there and call it a day. Because I was just like, I shouldn't be stressing myself for not having a vlogging camera. And, everybody else got this camera and I shouldn't have to like, feel so bad because I can't afford it or anything like that. But you guys can see me clear as day. You guys can hear me, and I can take this video and put it onto my computer like no problem. So that's all that matters. Like, I hope you guys understand. But yeah, I saw Chloe today and I saw Zoe. Zoe seemed out of it. That's because they put her and Chloe on antibiotics because of the infection. But she told me that Chloe's stitches is not that bad, like the infection. So hopefully the antibiotics kicks in. But Zoe has a high fever. Like, it's not a high fever. It's just slightly higher than normal. But she told me that when we brought her in, her fever was the same as of today. So she was like, maybe her fever just runs a little high as like normal. But Chloe is just not having it. She does not want to be there. When I came up to see her, she meowed so loud at me. Like, I can imagine her as a cat saying, "Get me the out of here." Like, I want to come home. Like, take me. But she would not stop meowing. I felt so bad because I want her to stay a little longer with her sister, because they're both there, but they're not together. They're in there, but they're not in the same cage. They're next to each other. And and
she's eating, she's drinking, she's doing fine. Zoe eats way more now than Chloe, but I think it's because she just got out of surgery and she's just like, thirsty and she's out of it. So I think that's why. But usually Zoe's not the one to eat more than Chloe. Like it's always Chloe eating more because if you see my Instagram, Chloe is the chunka. Like I call her the chunkalunka. She's like the chubby one. Like she's bigger than Zoe. She's like 7, 8 pounds, and Zoe's like 6 point something pounds. She's tiny, and I love that she's tiny because all most of my cats are just big now. Like I made a mistake in feeding Sophie like those store bought cat food. Like I didn't do my research, and I was um just giving her food like from the store or like name brands that is not healthy for them. So I got her on science diet for perfect weight, and ever since she has not changed her weight, maybe like a couple of point something pounds. But when I moved to El Paso, she was 13 pounds. Now she's 14. But now she's 7 years old and Julie's a year old, but literally they're the same size. It's crazy. And Julie doesn't have like the belly the way Sophie has a belly. And Julie, she had like an umbilical cord problem when she was born, and the vet, like the doctor already noticed when she was like 2 months old. We did like the shots at Petland, and they was like, yes, she needs to get surgery. But my mom didn't understand what they were saying. So my mom gave Julie to me. So when we took Julie to the vet just to do a double checkup here to get her records here, um that's when they was like, yes, she needs surgery, but we're gonna do the surgery in the same time with the spaying. So it's like knocking two birds with one stone. So I've requested that. I was like, I would rather you guys do that. And she was fine after that. She was up and running, even though she's not supposed to, but she was active. Some cats are just like, but she was active. She was active, but then um not active, let me not say that word because it just sounds bad, but she was interactive. Let's just say that she was interacting with me. She was all over me. She was purring, and she was sleeping a lot too, so that helped. And then I gave her medication, and then after that she's fine. So that's to deal with that. And I just been a little depressed, just hearing the fact that your kittens are in a hospital, even though they're fine. I don't know. I think it's a cat mom thing. I'm like so worried about them, and I just get these bad thoughts. And you know how it is when you suffer with depression, and all these thoughts run through your head. So if for anybody that doesn't know, I am diagnosed with depression and anxiety. Like I don't want to sound and come off like, oh, I'm just saying that and it's a phase. No, like this is every day. This is what I go through. And my husband has to give me that talk most of the time whenever I start doubting or start worrying. He's like, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. And he has to remind me that things are going to be like, I have to be optimistic and not pessimistic. So that's what I have to train my mind that, it's going to be okay. I shouldn't have to worry because I'm going to drive myself crazy. So that's that. That's just, I want to open up to you guys and for you guys to understand what's going on and why I haven't been posting and everything. And I already mentioned it, but Instagram has been so crazy with their updates, and it's just really annoying that with the algorithm and then all the new changes and how it's messing up my interaction and my that thing when you have it as a work or business account, and I forgot what is it called, but I'll put it right here. It messes with your account and your engagement and what you how you should post. Like it's it's annoying, and I can see my my numbers and my likes changing from time to time. Like I'll have a lot of likes in one photo, but then the other one will have 40, and usually I'll have like 100 and something, and it's frustrating. But I can't let the numbers drive me crazy. I can't think about it. I have to just not worry about it and just let, God do his work, and when the time is right, it will happen for me. So I just have to be patient. I'm having my iced coffee. This is from the Morning Jump. I love their coffee, even though it's a little more pricier than Dunkin'. It's good. I like it. I think I'm allergic to this, guys, because my lips are crusty on the sides and on the top. Like the next day, my lips will be nice and soft, but it's just some parts of my lips would just not feel nice. It would just feel rough. It feels scaly for some reason, and I think it's an ingredient here because it's not like vegan, because it has some beeswax and honey. I think it has beeswax. Let me see. There's no really like on a, it's gluten free, but it does contain honey, and it does contain, I think it is beeswax, because I don't know. I stick with Vaseline and oil when I use lip balm. Like it's just, oh man, like I only use certain ones because I tried the one from Jouer and it was going nice for a little while, and then I don't know if it was that or this, but I think it's this itself, because I threw away the Jouer lip balm because I thought that's what's irritating my lips. But when I did try the Jouer alone, it did feel like that, and when I tried this one, it feels like that too. And there's some ingredients in this, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to like give this away or give it to my husband or something, because I use lip oil, like not lip oil, but like just oil. I use this. I'm gonna show you guys. So I use this one from Pure Door. It's an argan oil. It's like for body, hair, face treatment, and it's organic. And let me see if it is it cold pressed. I'm not sure, but it is organic, as you can see. So it's just so annoying. I've tried everything. I've tried brushing my lips. I've tried lip scrub. I've tried Vaseline, and it's just not working. It's not coming off, and it does take a couple of days. I've noticed that when I have like a reaction around my lips, it's annoying. So I think it's, I just got to get rid of this and go back to Vaseline and just go back to using the oil, because a lot of people raved about this, and say if you're on Accutane and you have really dry lips, like people recommended this brand that's very, very, moisturizing, and it's good for the lips, for dry lips, and it repairs your lip back to normal. It doesn't have that crusty look anymore. It just looks hydrated. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice product. It does give my lips like a nice plump. It just makes your lips look really soft, and it does feel soft, and it's easy to apply your lipsticks or matte liquid lipsticks. But I just think this is not for me. It just doesn't go well with my lips. It's giving me a reaction, and it's annoying. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this. I am going to talk about this in my beauty channel. So sadly enough, I have to get rid of it.